Well, D23 finally happened, and Toy Story 5 got some huge updates at D23, so we're gonna take a look at all of it right now. So they start off with this panel with showing us the sweet and first logo for Toy Story 5. I love this logo. It's beautiful and gets me so nostalgic and excited. Then we see this whole army of buzzes, and I love what they did here with all these different buzzes. That's really cool. Then we get this really cool announcement trailer where we see Woody, Jesse, and Buzz all waving to the camera. It makes me so happy to finally see these characters after almost 7 years. They do look a bit different, but I think that's mainly because this animation is not finished yet. But I really loved what they did with this announcement teaser of just teasing us, making this movie feel a lot more tangible and more real. Now, here are the huge details on Toy Story 5, what this movie exactly is about. It's about electronics. What we see in this concept art is all of our toys, or at least some of our toys, looking at and looks like an older Bonnie being on her iPad, and the fact that they're tackling this concept of electronics is so brilliant. Because nowadays, kids don't play with toys, kids don't read. It's all about electronics, iPads, etc. And some kids even have iPads by the time they're in the third grade. So tackling this concept is so brilliant, and I'm so excited to see how they're going to overall tackle this in Toy Story 5. But another thing that is a bit confusing in this image is how the heck did Woody get here? How is he here, yet Bo Peep, Giggle McDimples, and all the other characters are just gone? How did he make it back to Bonnie's house? And I'm really curious how he's going to reunite with all of our characters, because in this image, yes, we see all of them together, and I'm so happy that we're finally seeing Woody and the gang back after years. But it seems like in this movie, the story of electronics seems to be taken very seriously, and it seems very similar to Toy Story 3, where the toys were very sad that Andy didn't play with them, and in this movie, they're gonna be pretty sad that Bonnie isn't playing with them anymore. Heck, they're gonna feel the same pain Woody did in Toy Story 4. Now, looking at Bonnie over here in the concept art, she looks a lot older in this. She's on her iPad now, and that's going to kind of be the conflict of the movie is electronics. And I think this movie will take place 7 to 8 years, or at least before she goes to high school. We saw that she was actually in first grade by the end of Toy Story 4, so I believe in this movie we could actually see her in like 6th to 8th grade. I mean, seeing her a lot older now, just like kids nowadays, kids grow out of that toy phase a lot quicker and they're on their electronics a lot more. I know that did kind of happen with me, but I see that happening with a lot more kids nowadays, and I cannot wait to see how Toy Story 5 is going to be a commentary on that, because I think that's something that Pixar can tackle extremely well. Another thing about this concept art, it does not look like they're gonna bring back Andy, or at least I hope they do not bring back Andy. I hope the toys aren't like, well, let's find a new owner, and they realize, wait, Andy, we can go to him. And I know there was that rumor that Andy may be an integral plot to the film with his kids and family. I really hope they do not bring back Andy ever again in the story, but the story about electronics sounds pretty sweet. So now we're gonna move on to the most confusing part about this concept art. How the hell did Woody even get back here? Just seeing him there with the rest of the characters, it's like, wait, how does that work? Wasn't he with Bo Peep by the end of Toy Story 4? He was all the way back at that carnival, unless the carnival is actually at Tri County. That's the main setting of all the Toy Story movies, and so maybe the carnival is set there, and Woody tries to go back to Bonnie's house to see the original characters. Once he gets back there, they see that they're having this huge issue with Bonnie now that she's older and she's not playing with them anymore. Maybe Woody tries to find them a new owner, or maybe Woody just tells the gang, hey, it's good to be a lost toy. Maybe you guys don't need to be played with anymore. And throughout the movie, the toys could just accept that they aren't really meant to be played with anymore. They could all go off and be lost toys with Woody, Bo, Ducky, Bunny, Duke Kaboom, everyone else by the end of the movie. I think that would be a great way to end Toy Story 5, is with all the characters kind of getting their happy ending by not being played with anymore and having that cycle repeated again, but rather to be a lost toy permanently. I mean, think about it. No way in hell they redo Woody's storyline, and no way they're gonna retcon Toy Story 3 with adding Andy. I think it is very fitting for all the toys to be lost toys. Woody has enjoyed this life. We see in Lamp Life and at the end of Toy Story 4, he loves this life. He loves it here, and maybe how he actually goes back to the characters is because he maybe hears somehow that there's an issue going on at Bonnie's house where they're not being played with anymore, so he thinks the best way to help the toys is if they don't get played with anymore, if they don't have to struggle anymore, and they can be lost toys. Woody can convince them, hey guys, it's a great lifestyle. You guys should join us and be lost toys permanently. I think that's a great way to not just end the whole gang in the Toy Story, but actually to fully end, well, Toy Story. And also, before we go, they actually confirmed officially that Andrew Stanton will be directing Toy Story 5, which, whoa, I'm so excited for that. But what do you guys think about the first details and the first concept art for Toy Story 5? Do you like the story of electronics? Do you think they're milking this franchise too much, or do you think this is a great direction to go for the franchise? I would love to hear it all down below in the comments section. But that's pretty much everything I got for you guys right now. Please make sure to subscribe. This is the movie that will take over my channel for the next 2 years. This is going to be the news and playlist updates that'll have the most videos, like over 200 to 300 videos by the time the film releases. I'm a huge Toy Story fan. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys all next time.